What is the color palette and status bar? The color palette is a collection of color swatches. A color palette is a collection of color swatches, which is samples of color. You can choose foreground, background, and fill colors by using the default color palette, which contains RGB colors. RGB colors have a formula: red, green, and blue. Is that right? I think that's the primary colors, red, green, and blue. I could be wrong about that. Geez, I could be wrong about that. I'm not quite sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Shoot, we're already up to 1 million subscribers. We're doing so good. Not. I don't think I have one. I have two. Both of them are me. The color palette. A color palette is a collection of color swatches. Samples of color. You look at a swatch, you're looking at a different color. And the RGB, when you look at RGB color, it's going to show you when you put your arrow over the swatch, it's going to give you the formula for the RGB colors. So you can use these and go to another website maybe or store, where you're looking for a certain color. And even though it might not have a color name, if you have that formula, then you can go to a store or a website and click on that formula, and they will find that exact color for you in the RGB format. A color palette is a collection of color swatches. You can choose foreground, background, and fill colors by using the default color palette. Which contains RGB colors. In your manual, for more information about choosing colors, see choosing colors in your particular manual. Status bar. The status bar displays information about the image, system memory, and the active tool. The status bar displays information about the image, system memory, and the active tool. I think you would find that on the bottom of Corel Photo Paint, below the image. The status bar displays information about the image, system memory, and the active tool. It also displays information about the document color and the color proofing status. It also contains information about the document color, down on the bottom most likely, and the color proofing status. I don't know what that means. You can change the type of information that is displayed to help you with your current task. You can change the type of information that is displayed to help you with your current task. For example, if you're working with images that have different dimensions, you can display the dimension of the current image. For instance, or for example, if you're working with images that have different dimensions, you can display the dimension of the current image. You can also customize the status bar by adding command buttons. You can also customize the status bar by adding command buttons. For more information about customizing the status bar in your manual, see Customizing the Status Bar. Alrighty.